Our hero and Zhao Wen start going out of the room for their further conversation. While going out, Zhao Wen says to the other guy, "You stay behind to accompany Miss Xu. I'm going out with Mr. Zhu for a moment." Hearing this, the other person replies yes. Xiao Yun was playing happily with the other guy. She didn't know that her brother had achieved the hidden class. The news she was watching a while ago was about her brother. Zhuyi and secretary come out of the hospital and come to a cafe. People were already talking about Zhuyi in the cafe. A girl sitting in a cafe tells her group friends about it that you saw the news that the hidden class has been revealed in Second Academy. Hearing this, his friends ask who was it. Then the girl shows Zhuyi's photo on her phone to her friends. "I think he's called Zhuyi. Here's a photo that leaked from their school. He looks pretty handsome." A little away from them, Zhuyi and secretary were also ready to talk further. Secretary congratulates Zhuyi. Zhao Wen congratulates Zhuyi for receiving Sacred Angel's S-grade talent protection and Saint Knight class awakening. Zhuyi was happy to hear that. He says, "I was lucky." Then Zhao Wen continues his talk laughingly. Receiving an S-grade talent on a regular class awakening ceremony is not something achievable with just luck. Then after this, Zhao Wen keeps the key of Citibank wallet in front of Zhuyi. Such a special key has been kept in front of Zhuyi because the mayor is interested in Zhuyi's hidden talent. He specifically told the media not to bother Zhuyi. He also arranged for a stock of cultivation resources for Armic to prepare for the exam. The resources are inside the Citibank's vault, and it is the only key to the vault. If Zhuyi uses the resources of Citibank vault, he can become powerful very quickly. Zhao Wen shows the keys and asks Zhuyi, "If you have any other requests, then speak." Seeing such an important key, some thoughts start running in Zhuyi's mind. Looks like the mayor believes that I can become a powerful force, and there's no harm in investing in me. Although Zhuyi knew there was no such thing as a free lunch, the mayor must have hoped that I would repay him someday. Seeing Zhuyi thinking so much, Zhao Wen tells his last point, which was about his sister. He says from today onward there will be a professional medical team to serve Miss Zhu Yun 24 hours. In addition, the mayor has contacted a level 36 second grade priest to come to Zhonglai City and heal Miss Zhu Yun. This point of Zhao Wen gave a great opportunity to Zhuyi to accept his offer. And it was an offer that Zhuyi could not refuse because he wanted such offers where he gets everything and his sister can also be taken care of. Zhuyi quickly takes the key in his hand and says, "I accept your offer." As soon as Zhuyi accepts the offer, Zhao Wen says, "Welcome, it was my job." After getting S-grade talent, more opportunities will come to Zhuyi, but he accepted the first opportunity that came because along with his profit, there was also the profit of his sister in that opportunity, which he could not refuse. Then after this, the story shifts to the hospital where Zhuyi tells his sister about it, hearing which a different happy expression appears on Xiao Yun's face. She happily asks her brother in excitement, "Bro, you're going to rise to the top. Can I hang on to you like an accessory?" Xiao Yun becomes stubborn with Zhuyi. Pushing him away, Zhuyi says, "Stop talking nonsense. Focus on your recovery," but Xiao Yun holds him and says that every class has its own exclusive skills. "What is your skill, bro?" There was a good thing in Xiao Yun's talk, after listening to which Zhuyi starts thinking about his skills. The 3 Saint Knight exclusive skills after I awaken my class are Blade of Pure White for attack, Slow Recovery for healing, and Weapon Blessing for support. Slow recovery can recover life points. I can try it on my sister. Zhuyi starts using slow recovery on Xiao Yun. This makes Xiao Yun feel very good. She feels as if she is receiving a full body massage in a hot spring. After using slow recovery, Zhuyi asks Xiao, "Are you feeling well?" Xiao was very happy to see the change in her body because she was not having pain anywhere at this time. Her hands and legs were moving well. In addition to strength, one of the reasons why Zhuyi chose Saint Knight was Zhu Yun's illness, because Saint Knight counts as a supporter class. It can't heal Zhu Yun, but at least it can reduce her pain. And yes, friends, one more thing. At some places Xiao Yun's name is being called Zhu Yun, and at other places it is being called Xiao Yun, so don't get confused. It is the same name, just changing it at some places. Zhuyi was also happy to see happiness on his sister's face because he too is doing this only for his family, which is only his sister. Next day Zhuyi is going somewhere in his academy with his headmaster, and the headmaster who is walking with him tells him, "A few dozen universities called me yesterday to recruit you. My phone almost exploded. There were even 4 teachers from the top 10 universities. Do your best and try to fight for as many resources as you can." All of these teachers are secondary awakened class holders above level 35. If you are recruited by them, you will receive the best training in the future. Then Zhuyi asks him, "Which university are those, headmaster?" "Rongyang University, Chuanan University, and Jai University and Hancheng University." After this, Zhuyi again asks no top 3 universities are among them. Then headmaster tells Jui the top 3 universities always recruit according to the exam results. They never look at talent in class, nor do they ever have special admissions. While talking, both of them reach the room where the teachers from the 4 universities were staying. Both of them were standing outside the door. But inside the room there was a fight going on between the people from the 4 universities as to who would take Jui to their university. Both of them standing outside the room hear their quarrel. Their fight was something like this. Old Zhao, the Chuan district is 4,000 kilometers away from Jianglai City. Did you use a fighter jet to come here? Fighter jet. I used the super long distance teleportation array. The super long distance teleportation consumes a level 30 magic core for every use. You are willing to spend it. There's nothing I can't spend for a genius. Chuannan University will be taking Jui. We'll let our skills talk. Luo Heng opens the door of the room and says to everyone, "Dear recruitment teacher, Jui has come here." Then after this, Luo Heng introduces all these teachers to Jui. This is Mr. Zhu Tianfu from Rongyang University, Mr. Lai Bing from Chuannan University, Miss Zhu Yu from Hancheng University, and Mr. Yu Yuan from Anjai University. After listening to the introduction of all of them, Jui bows his head in respect and says, "Nice to meet you all." All the recruitment teachers standing there were happy to see such good behavior of Jui that even after getting the hidden class, there is no arrogance in this boy. This boy is good. However, Zhu Tianfu from Rongyang University says, "Leave all the other things aside. I will explain about the offer of Rongyang University." Zhu Tian offers Jui that come to our university you will get 2 million yuan and exclusive skill book of 3 Saint Night classes. This offer of Zhu Tian was so good that it forced Jui to think. He thinks in his own mind. A regular family's monthly income is 6,000 yuan, and Rongyang University offers 2 million yuan in one go, and Saint Night exclusive skill books that regular people can't even touch. Not even the mayor gave me resources of this level. However, Lai Bing from Chuannan University starts making fun of Zhu Tian on his offer and gives Jui a better offer than Zhu Tian. Mr. Zhu, Chuannan University is offering 3 million yuan on admission, 3 Saint Night skill books a year, with classes instructed by a level 56 tertiary awakened knight. This offer of Lai Bing was better than Zhu Tian's offer, which forced Jui as well as his headmaster to think. Because level 56, that's near the top of the planet, becoming his disciple will bring unparalleled benefits. Both of them were in their thoughts when Zhu also placed her university offer in front of them. Hancheng University does not possess a lot of admission funds, just 2 million. But if you get admitted to our school, I will give you a B-class cultivation resource immediately. As soon as the name of B-class cultivation resource comes, Jui's headmaster quickly looks at Jui and asks him to answer yes because B-class cultivation resources cannot be measured with money. With all those treasures, even pigs can be trained into the strongest of monsters. All the recruitment teachers wanted to hear Jui's decision after making their offer, but Jui refuses special admission to all of them. His headmaster standing next to him had gone completely crazy after hearing what he said. Jui was so angry that she angrily asks why. Then Jui tells her that I would like to take admission in the top 3 universities. Among the top 10 universities, the top 3 are Sukang University, Jingjing University, and Modu University. They are commonly praised as the top 3 universities in the country. They only recruit 1,000 students every year, and their recruitment is not limited to humans. Elves, giants, and other races can enter as well. Other races are naturally stronger than humans, in addition to the countless elites in our country. Entering the top 3 universities is as hard as climbing the heavens. Hearing this from Jui, Zhu Tian starts laughing loudly and then he says angrily, I thought you were a good kid, but you're just an ignorant brat. I've read your profile. You lost too much in your first 18 years and lack the resources to fill them up. You are weak and have low stats. Not only is it difficult for you to enter the top 3 universities with your current strength, but even if you manage to enter, you'll be in the last place, without focused training. That's all you will be for life. While saying this, Zhu Tian was giving the pressure of his internal Kai on Jui. The pressure of his power was so much that Jui was facing a lot of problem in standing. If he had got this pressure yesterday, he would not have been able to stand till now. But he achieved something from yesterday's training, so he is able to stand up to this pressure. Luo Heng quickly comes in front of Jui and he also releases his pressure and says angrily to Zhu Tian, what is the meaning of this? Mr. Zhao, you want to bully my student on my grounds. Zhu Yu, standing at a distance, is watching all this. She sees that Jui is staying in front of Zhu Tian's aura for so long, so she understands that there is something special about this boy. Then after this, Ju Tian releases his aura and starts leaving from there. Along with him, all the teachers who were there also start leaving, saying their words. Student recruitment not only looks for potential but attitude as well. With such an attitude, he'll become nothing even if he is recruited. I'll leave first. See you next time, Headmaster Luo. I won't prolong my stay since Jui has such high ambitions. Seeing them all leaving, the headmaster stops them and asks them to give this child one more chance. Jui, while leaving from there, also comes in front of Jui and says, "You're braced," but Mr. Zhao's words still rang true. There are countless elites in our country, and the other races are stronger than humans innately. Entering the top 3 universities is as hard as climbing the heavens. Jui laughingly answers this, "I will prove my power with the result exam." There's 1 more month until the exam. He will definitely be able to raise his strength to a horrifying degree with the help of his system. According to me, he will definitely get into 3 universities. Friends, what do you guys think? Will he be able to get admission in any one of these 3 universities? Write your opinion in the comments. Juyu gets thinking after listening to Jui. It's been a long time since I saw such strong and resolute eyes. It's like I've gone back to the days of fighting in the front line. I've stayed too long in a peaceful place, and even my mindset seeks stability. I have a gap with hot-headed young people now. She leaves from there and says her last words to Jui. "Very well, I am waiting for your results. We will meet again, Mr. Jui." After this, the story shifts directly after 1 month, where the exam was about to start, and this time the examiner, according to the students, was Demon Yang, and due to the presence of that examiner Yang, all the students were afraid that they would not be able to pass. The students were worried about the examiner because he was the one who had created those dangerous questions 2 years ago, and their district's average score that year was a new low record. Some of them students also talk about Jui, and they all start talking to each other about Jui. Have you heard? Jui rejected special admission. He wants to enter the top 3 universities. No way, that's arrogant. Not even the top genius of a district dares to say they will enter the top 3 universities. How could he? He's going to lose everything because he thinks he's hot shit with a hidden class. An admission fund of millions, I would have said yes. How unfortunate. Suddenly some students look at Jui and they all say to each other, "Look, Jui has come here." When Jui, who had come to pass this exam, passed among them, a light shining golden color and aura was emanating from his body. Seeing him, some students say it seems that Jui is different from before. He seems powerful. Jui goes and stops right in front of the portal gate. He was very serious because he has to clear the exam and get admission in the top 3 universities. All the students were standing in front of the secret realm portal. Meanwhile, the map of the secret realm opens and it contains all the information about the secret realm. Students must take their exams in the secret realm deep inside the dark forest. Levels are from 10 to 13. Difficulty is easy, hard, and nightmare. In this secret realm, 1 to 5 people are required. Students have also been warned before going into this secret realm because there are cat monsters and minotaurs inside the forest. They are cruel creatures that like eating human flesh. Seeing the details of Secret Realm, there is panic among all the students. They were quite worried after seeing the difficulty of Secret Realm, so they start talking to each other. It's deep inside the dark forest. Will there be a swamp terrain too? Cat monsters are extremely agile, while minotaurs have thick skin. Demon Yang doesn't want us to live. The maximum number of party members allowed represents the difficulty of the map. It was usually 3 people in previous exams, but it's 5 this time. Just then the teacher comes there and shouts to all the students, "Remember to work according to your ability. If you feel any danger in the secret realm, use the return scroll immediately." If these students are killed in the secret realm map, they will be killed in real life too. So the teacher explains to them that you have to save your life even if it means failing the exam. In all these things, 30 seconds time gets finished and the students were ready to leave from here. Hence the teacher says examinee. Be ready. And then after this, all the students start getting teleported one by one from there to the secret realm map. While leaving from here, some students had a smile on their face and some had a feeling of fear on their face. But they will have to show their ability by finishing this exam. Within a few minutes, all the students go to the map. Only a few teachers and some students who had come to watch the exam were left outside. Outside, all these people were looking at the people inside the map on the screen. Among them, we could see some people whose full details of name and stats were being shown on the screen. First student we see is Sun Kang of Class 1 and his role is Warrior. He has chosen hard difficulty alone. Second student is also from Class 1. Name is Mo King and his role is Assassin. He has chosen hard difficulty alone. In the third screen, 3 students are seen who are from Class 1 but they have formed a team and have chosen hard difficulty. Their name is Long Fei, Sun Jian, Kang Su and their role is Elemental Mage and Gunsman. And finally, the one we were waiting for is our hero, whose role we know is Saint Knight, but he has chosen the Nightmare difficulty alone. And in the last screen, some warriors of Class 2 are seen whose name was Jiang Wei, Wang Lai, Zhao Tianhong, Yang Erlang. It was a team of 4 people and they have chosen hard difficulty. Their role is Archer, Fire Mage, Swordsman, Potion Master. The students sitting outside were looking at the details of all these. Then we see that a student says to the boy next to him, as accepted of elite class, apart from 2 parties, everyone is giving the exam alone. Solo means you get to hog all the experience and get a higher mark in the E-exam, but risk of death also increases. Only seniors who have an elite class dare to do that. However, suddenly a girl shouts and says, "Look there, it is Jui." They all also see Jui's details on the screen, but at this time, some red-colored eyes were glowing along with Jui's details on the screen. Jui has chosen Nightmare difficulty, so they are all very surprised that he alone has chosen the Nightmare level. In the midst of all this audience, we see Headmaster Luo and Education Director Jan Tao. The education director had his eyes on the screen to see the performance of the students, but what surprised him the most was our MC. Seeing our MC alone in Nightmare difficulty, he looks directly towards the headmaster and says in panicked words, "This is Jui right. Saint Knight possesses extraordinary support capabilities. He'll be the ace no matter which party he joins. Why did Jui choose to go solo? And he even chose the Nightmare difficulty with a 40% death rate." The headmaster was just wondering whether I had made a mistake or whether Jui had made a mistake. The education director was very nervous because the city council has given a lot of resources to Jui this month to give him the chance of getting a good result. If he dies in the map, the entire Lijiang city government's public opinion will be hit hard. The step taken by Jui means that he is ignoring the support of the government. Thinking about this, the education director was getting very angry, but the headmaster sitting next to him tried to calm him down by saying, "Don't worry, Director Jan. Jui is not a rash person. He must have his own trump card." Here inside the map, many bloodthirsty red eyes were simultaneously after our MC. Jui was aware of all of them, and to eliminate them, Jui unleashes his weapon. There was no fear in Jui's eyes after seeing so many monsters of Nightmare difficulty. It seemed as if he had achieved a lot in this 1 month. However, just then a cat monster reaches full speed to attack Jui. Seeing him, our MC was ready that you have come at the right time. And as soon as the monster comes close to him, he kills the monster right there in one attack with his weapon. Our hero's weapon is not a sword but a single blade axe, which was of bronze 2-star. Dual-handed polearm weaponry. It increases strength by 7%, and after equipping it reduces agility by 2%. When our hero was killing this monster, a divine gold-colored aurora was coming out from the sides of his body, and the passion to do something was visible in his eyes. After killing this monster, Jui was standing there with very angry eyes. There was blood on his face, but he wants to go to the best university, so he will have to do more than this. Meanwhile, we see some stats of Jui in which his strength was 45, constitution was 51, agility was 43, and his intelligence was 52. Seeing them, Jui thinks in his mind, "In 1 month I reached level 10, but my average stat points have reached an outrageous 47. Equal to level 13. Even in the entire Sukang district, I can enter the top rankings of examinees." It had been a long time since this one monster was killed, but we saw that there were many monsters following Jui who were not coming out of fear after the death of one of their companions. Therefore, Jui decides that he will go and kill them himself, and he rushes towards all of them at his full speed. Jui also quickly applies level 4 weapon blessing on his weapon, which was of grade C. Condense Holy Light increases the attack power and accuracy of weapons for teammates within a certain range. After this, friends, Jui starts cutting all those monsters one by one like carrots and radishes as if he is playing with them. Under the S+ grade talent Protection of Sacred Angels effect, the Saint Knight exclusive skill weapon blessing was enhanced too. The strength of a single bladed axe was increased by 21 points. Other students must be jealous of Jui having such a powerful buff, since the university exam limits your weapons to below 3-star bronze, but the axe in Jui's hand has the same effect as 5-star bronze after buffing. Each statistic is enough to cover the distance between Jui and everyone else in the exam. Jui was killing them all one by one. Seeing their comrades dying continuously, some monsters attack Jui simultaneously, but Jui immediately unleashes the Blood of Pure White skill and destroys them all in a matter of seconds. The Blood of Pure White skill that Jui has activated is of level 5 and grade C. In a way, we can see that there is an electric current running in his hands, and he was cutting all those monsters with both his hands, due to which his XP was continuously increasing and continuous notifications were showing on the system screen. Inside the map, Juyi was beating them continuously, while the students sitting outside were completely surprised to see Juyi's performance. All of them, one by one, were saying, "Wow, close call." Senior Ju's timing to release his skill is so sharp. He used Blade of Pure White almost the exact moment he was attacked. Juyi, who had become a demon in front of these monsters inside the map, was beating all of them not only with weapons, but also in hand-to-hand fighting, and while beating all of them, he thinks in his mind, "Blade of Pure White has been leveled up to 5 by me. It mass powerful light element damage under protection of Sacred Angel buff. It can instantly kill any low-level monsters." Juyi destroyed all the monsters that came in this round. Out of them, the one that was left, Juyi directly killed it by attacking it with a lightning attack on its stomach.